You said that it's better than humans.
Better in the narrowly defined sense of effective at strategy, effective at goal achieving, effective at problem solving. Because that's what is intelligence, right? It's like finding the shortest path between a goal and what are the strategies that get you to that goal.
Mm-hmm.
So persuasion is a kind of strategy or intellectual task. What is the best way to persuade you? The shortest path. Negotiation is a problem-solving task, and lawyers find ways of lying or framing the truth in certain ways. Well, AI is going to discover forms of deception or lying, and we're seeing that in the examples that I think we're going to talk about. But intelligence is different than wisdom. And your podcast is called Modern Wisdom, and I hope we get into this distinction because we are scaling up the amount of power that everyone is going to have access to, whether it's individuals or militaries or nation states or companies or businesses. But we are not commensurately scaling the amount of wisdom. And I know a friend of ours that we met in Austin several years ago, a dear friend of mine, Daniel Schmachtenberger, has this quote that you cannot have the power of gods without the wisdom, love, and prudence of gods. And so in many ways, I think AI is like a rite of passage for humanity because essentially we've always been poor. We've not always had the greatest track record in our relationships to technology. Like if you look at the Industrial Revolution tech, what letter grade would we give ourselves in holding on, in like stewarding that tech? You know, we had better living through chemistry in the 1930s, DuPont chemistry, and that was great. We invented all sorts of new materials, but we also generated forever chemicals, and it would currently cost more than the GDP of the entire world to clean up the entire mess of forever chemicals. We created social media thinking if we give the world access to information at our fingertips and connect people with their friends, this is going to create the most enlightened and informed society than we ever have. And clearly that didn't go in the way that we wanted it to. So now AI is like the exponentiation of just technology invention writ large. Because what makes AI different from all other forms of technology is that intelligence is the basis of all of our new science, of all of our new technology, of all of our new military development. So if you automate intelligence, you're going to automate an explosion of new science, new technology, new military technology. And if you have more power and more intelligence, but you don't have the wisdom to wield it, that's obviously not going to go well.